Yo, what's good, man? It's your boy DT3, man, and I'm back at you with another video, man. New media, notification, gang. God Squad. It's what it is, man. Look, check this out, man. Everybody keep talking about Deontay Wilder hitting the mitts and training with Malik Scott and all that and how he look on him. Let me tell you something, okay? All right? I'm not going to tell you the same thing everybody else has been telling you. But what I will say is Malik Scott is not teaching Wilder really too much anything different. All Malik Scott is doing is taking everything that Wilder already has and just refining that. He's not giving the old dog a lot of, if any, new tricks. He's not. What he's doing is trying to make Wilder physically stronger, and also he's trying to make him physically more conditioned, boxing-wise, to where he can throw his arsenal a lot sooner and a lot more often, and to be able to sustain that for 12 whole rounds, instead of being a fighter that comes on and loses probably the first half of the fight. That's what Malik Scott is doing. But as far as like teaching him how to fight on the back foot, which is Deontay Wilder's ultimate weakness, is he trying to get Wilder to a point where he makes sure that he doesn't get on the back foot and he stays on the front foot? By being more offensive. And I feel and I believe the only way Deontay Wilder can keep Tyson Fury off of him to where he is no longer on the back foot and he can't stay on the back foot is if Deontay Wilder has a consistent power jab. If Deontay Wilder has a consistent jab that's effective, not just to the head, but to the body and to the head, he can keep Fury from making him fight off the back foot. And he has to do it going forward. He may not necessarily out jab Fury, but if he utilizes his length, his size, and power jab to keep Fury at bay, he can stop Fury from imposing his will, forcing his weight on him and trying to maul him and brawl on him in the corner or on the ropes. But Wilder has to be able to fight a consistent fight like that and a patient fight like that. That's what he would have to do to beat Tyson Fury. He can't go in there thinking he finna just go and just swing and ding it. Fury gonna make him look like an idiot. He gonna make him look like a fool. So what I believe Malik Scott is doing is just making Wilder more refined at what he already has, which is a right hand. Because when he go to the body, he don't put his hip into it. When he go to the body, when you see him hitting the mitts and then he goes under and he throws the punch, he's not utilizing his hip. He's not using his hip at all. The only time you really see Wilder uses his hips is when he throws his right hand. I saw that when he fought Luis Ortiz the second time. He actually used his hip to throw his right hand this time. Because he been throwing that motherfucker wrong for years. And he didn't start using his hip to throw his right hand until he fought Luis Ortiz the second time. And now I'm seeing him, since that fight, use his hip more with his right hand and only his right hand. But when he's throwing the left hook to the body, he's not utilizing that hip. He's just throwing it. He's just arm punching. And arm punching to the body is not the lick, bro. But the way that Wilder could be successful, he has to fight a consistent, patient fight with the jab. And I mean, he has to use a thudding power jab to the head and to the body to offset Fury from coming forward trying to basically bully him. If he don't do that shit, sad, sad day, T-Rexy. Sad, sad day. And also, what Malik Scott is doing is making him more offensive. Basically, what you've seen Wilder do when he go for the kill or when he think he got you hurt and shit. Or later on in the fight when he kind of like tired and shit and he just go after you. He's preparing him to be able to do that a lot sooner. and to be able to hopefully sustain a form of consistency with that pace for a 12-round duration fight. That's what Malik Scott doing. I give him that shit. You're making him physically more conditioned and stronger, and you're conditioning him boxing-wise, which is smart. He's not going into this fight with the same training camp like he did the last two. He's not doing that. He's not. He's going in there with a better sense of physical and boxing condition. That's it. But as far as any new skills and no. Well, do I say Wilder is going to be really ready for this fight? Yeah. Should he look better? Do I believe he going to look better? Hopefully. Because you still making defensive mistakes in your training. Because when you throw your punches, you still come back chin and chest high. You don't come back up here. I've also noticed that in your fights, you don't hold your hands up. You don't. You only hold your hands up when you hurt or when you get hit with some shit that's like, oh shit, I felt that. That's when you start holding your hands up. And I think that's just a natural reaction for you to just protect yourself. But mainly when you fight, you do not hold your hands up. You don't. You bring your hands either chin high, right here, or chest high, which is bad fundamentals. Even when you hit mitts, every time you throw, you bring it right back to your chin or to your chest, which means, bro, if somebody catch on, hence the Tyson Fury, that you throwing like that, you gonna get hit. You gonna get hit. You're not prepared to get hit when you throw some shit. Like, you're open for counters, bro. You're not preparing for that shit. You're preparing to get off and nobody be able to deal with you. That's how you train it. You training like, I'm finna do this, he ain't gonna have nothing. I'm finna do this, he ain't gonna have shit. You not prepared for them counters that's finna come back on your dog ass. You're not prepared for that. And you're not prepared to fight a fight that you might end up on your back foot either. Sad day, T-Rex. Like I said, Malik Scott ain't teaching him shit. He's pretty much just getting him ready condition-wise. Like, he's getting his conditioning up. His conditioning is going to be there. I can see that by how he training. His conditioning is going to be nice. But as far as, like, just raw boxing, like, he really finna out-skip. No. And another thing, I got to say this, bro. Even if Mark Breland was in his corner, Sugar Hill, salute to Sugar Hill. Fuck the bullshit with Fury. We just gonna talk Sugar Hill real quick. Sugar Hill is literally had the tutelage, bro. And is pushing the tutelage, bro, of Emmanuel fucking Stewart. One of the greatest, if not the greatest, trainers and pioneers in the sport of boxing, bro. Rest in peace, Emmanuel Stewart. Y'all forget that shit. Like I said, a lot of you motherfuckers talk about boxing on here because y'all have a passion for it or whatever the fuck. But y'all forget a lot of shit at the same time. So while y'all sitting here talking, y'all need to understand where this nigga Sugar Hill got his game from. And all that game that he got from Manny Stewart, guess where he putting that shit? Right? In fucking Tyson Fury. And if you think he not, you got the game fucked up. And if you think somebody like Emmanuel Stewart wouldn't have a phenomenal game plan with a fighter like Tyson Fury to beat the living shit out of Deontay Wilder no matter what the fuck he doing, you got life fucked up. Fucked up. That's the Crunk Jim. Y'all must have motherfucking forgot. But it's all good. I respect game. I peep game. I check play. Salute to you niggas. Do your thing. But y'all niggas be forgetting what's up out here in the sport of boxing. And I get it. It's more business, meaning y'all care more about the dollar than the honor. I get it. It ain't no honor in boxing. You niggas is about the dollar. About the check. But if you think Malik Scott know more about boxing than fucking Sugar Hill, you dumb as fuck. And if any YouTuber, anybody out here promoting that, speaking that shit, got to be the dumbest motherfucker in all of captivity, and your mama should have swallowed your bitch ass. Straight up. But like I said, Wilder, only chance you got of beating him is if your jab is on point and if you can basically keep Fury at bay when he try to basically bully your ass. But bottom line, Malik Scott, you ain't teaching Wilder shit. Nothing. So all this little publicity, we coming for retribution, set your bitch ass up. And that whole ass shit you said, oh yeah, and I gotta speak on this shit too. And that whole ass shit you said about Mike Tyson and there, that's not true in the sport of boxing. Look, check this out. Just because you want to lightweight promote Mexican boxing, that don't mean what the fuck Mike Tyson said wasn't motherfucking true. Because I'm sure you had a plan until Deontay Wilder hit your gloves. But that's, you don't want to talk about that. You don't want to talk about that. I'm sure you don't want to talk about that. You need to cut that bullshit out, Malik. You be on some bitch shit, nigga. Stay sucking on your bitch titties on OnlyFans and shit. Mind your goddamn business, man. And when y'all get off this fight, nigga, move the fuck on. Because ain't nobody finna train up under you except fucking Deontay Wilder, stupid ass. Because y'all friends. And you ain't doing shit. But just making him more conditioned to be able to take more of an ass whipping. Longer. Technically. Because he's be coming there winging and dinging on Tyson Fury. He going to be bobbing and weaving and slipping and dipping, and he going to pummel that nigga. And I think, if anything, you just going to have him in shaping up basically to just take an ass whooping for 12 rounds. And if Deontay Wilder, for some strange reason, get lucky and get maybe a knockdown or two, they might call it a draw. Or they might just give that bitch-ass nigga the W. Just because he went the whole 12 rounds. Because I do believe y'all will rob Fury, just like y'all tried to rob Josh Taylor. And I do believe Fury got to knock this nigga out. He can't let this fight go 12. He got to knock him out. But Wilder, if you can't execute your jab properly and set your right hand up properly, sad day, T-Rexy. Sad day. Sad day. One.